Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, we are back. We are continuing Dark Fear for FEBTOBERfest. Second night here. Let's go ahead and load up the game. Where we last left off was we just acquired, I believe, all the pieces of the map as well as the base. So the next thing we need to do is combine them. And then hold them up to some light somewhere. I know, quit slacking, you slacker. No, I have to click past that. Okay, now I did do one thing for you guys really quick here. I meant to do it more, but I slacked and I kind of half dozed, took a nap. In between last time, which we were here, you'll see I continued to save file here. All I did was farm up some gold, about 1,000. I was just collecting some of the same old pelts. Purely because I know there's going to be some more things I want to spend gold on. I want to try to trim out even just, 10 minutes worth of farming for you guys. Just as a quality thing. So, no, that's not my inventory. So we have the 4 pieces of the map as well as the base. And I had to look back. I was trying to remember, what do we need this for? We're using this to try to find the safe path to the witch who can help tell us about the black magician who used to, like roam the land or whatever, because we're still trying to figure out why we're here. Remember, we woke up with basically amnesia. Exactly. I'm manipulating the game files. Don't tell anyone. So the question is, can I combine them here? So if I were to, okay, so here's the question. It's a map base. The drawings are faint from what we can tell it requires format piece. Perhaps you should put this in front of a strong light source so you can see it better. Okay, so the question, guys, is where is going to be a good light source? The fire, maybe? The moon? Where's a good light source? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. I just realized. No, we never could turn on that lamp back at the haunted house thing. I mean, there's this house, but in front of a light specifically, though. I mean, unless somebody's place here specifically has some light. So I don't think they really do. There's no light here. And Gunther. He told us about how the guy will, the bad guy's gonna regen health. I guess back here, maybe? It has to be onto an object, so I can only do it on a light source. It's the only thing that's going to matter. I mean, what other light sources do we have? There's none out here in the desert. There's duck all there. I guess by better judgment, I'm going to go back to here and... I mean, shit. I don't know. This lamp, I feel like this would have been one to do it on. It doesn't look like it's on, though. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know. See, back to the mansion. Good idea. You hold the base piece you hold the base piece to the bright light of the lamp, Jesus, and attempt to align all the map fragments to the base piece. I mean, it's not really on, though, but... Gee, I don't know, guys. Can I solve this puzzle? Okay. The completed map clearly shows you the way to the witch's cave in the mountains. Fucker! Adam, how did that not get you? Fuck me, dude. Whatever that thing was, it obviously doesn't want you snooping around the house. You'd better be careful. It's probably waiting for you outside. Dude, go fuck yourself. I still can't save. Okay, I can save now. Fuck me, buddy. We're gonna leave this top save and just use the bottom two now. Alright, well, he's waiting for us, guys. He's waiting. Where are you, you bitch? I know you're here. What's that up on the roof? Oh, hi. How you doing? E.T. phone home. Oh. This hideous creature appears to be the same one that you startled earlier. You can only assume that this must be the famous Mr. Barlow you've been hearing about. Whatever humanity he had in him appears to have left him. Oh, are we doing boss fight now? Now, we do have the tattoo that helps prevent him from healing or regenerating health. You used to horror? Okay, you know what? I like playing it around this time of year. I don't play and really watch much horror. I do, but like not a ton, so I guess I just haven't grown enough thick skin to it. Uh-oh, it's too late to run. He lunges at you and you're left with no choice but to defend yourself. Oh god, this enemy has a specific weakness. Your tattoo suppresses the enemy's special power. Your move. Your move. Now, don't we need to use the special... Oh, special has to charge, right? Those special, like, green tips. You know what? Let's hit him with the defend to start with. Only hitting charges up my special, though. Okay. Now you finally get a hit in. Okay, 70 damage. That's fine. Use the machete. It's not actually machete, but you know. It's super effective. 500 damage. Now, we were only able to buy as many as we did. The game did not let us buy more, if I recall correctly. Did I just bitch slap him? Absolutely. Give him a hi-ya. As long as he doesn't do anything different, if he's only swiping at me, like, we're good. Hell yeah, dude. I wonder if you can actually overcome his health regen. Ooh, nice. If you didn't have the tattoo. Meaning, like, how strong... I know I fucked that up. Like, how strong does he, heal? Or, you know, how much does he heal per? I actually gotta be careful. I don't have potions that can overcome him that easily. Ooh, we did gain the defend option back. Now, it's a chance, but getting 2 free dodges, I feel like can be worth it. That's the problem. It's a 50-50 chance. It's almost like if you start the fight with it and you get a good defend for dodging, maybe you don't try it again. See, we're actually going to be kind of in trouble. I may ultimately die because here's the problem. I don't have a bunch of the big health potions. So we may have to do it again. Yeah, oh, I'm actually kind of fucked, I think. Oh, you know what? I'm fucked. I needed at least one more big potion, because this 50 does nothing for me. I have to defend. He has to miss. And even then. No. We need at least another potion or two. Not miss a defend. Or, not miss any attacks either. I only missed the one. So, here's the thing. We're going to load back to here, only because I have to be at town. He's got me trapped otherwise. I need more of these. I was trying to hold out buying because I'm trying to wait for the better health potion. She's supposed to have at least another one. So that, I think, alone should be enough, hopefully. At least here, I'm not going to get jump scared. We're going to save over this because that progress is kind of pointless. Jesus Christ. Even when I was ready, Jesus. That thing hits you immediately. Humiliating defeat. Looks like the tall man from Phantasm. I've never seen Phantasm. I'll take your word on it, though. See, here's the... Do I go for defense? I wonder if you can actually flee. Nah, he wouldn't be able to flee. He wouldn't let you leave. There's no way. I think that's the only defend I'm going to take, purely because it's too much of a risk to get a failure. You waste a whole turn. Yeah, maybe a Psycho Scrooge. I really wish that we had 3 of those. If we had 3 of those... Well, if you had 3 of those, this fight would be super trivial. I also probably should have bought a 4th potion, purely because, just to be super safe. But it's fine. I do need him to have, like, at least a natural miss or 2, which will be helpful. He's gonna be, yeah, he's got his mouth ready to fire his laser. He fires it like when his HP gets low. Nice if he missed somewhere. I could avoid using this. In case I whiff the shot, I could technically do just under his 70 HP. I'm playing it safe. Woof. Don't miss. See, that's what I was afraid of. There we go. Alright, the last of the borrows. As the final bolt tears through his rotting flesh... final bolt. I should have saved that for last then. Final shot. Tears through his rotten flesh, he falls to his knees and crumbles to dust. As he does so, he leaves something behind on the floor. You inspect the item he dropped and see that it's a small diary. You pick it up and carry it with you. This diary could be important. Perhaps you should take a look at what's inside. You notice another item on the floor, which is small, shiny, and silver. You pick it up and realize it's an amulet piece similar to the ones you've been finding. You add it to your small growing collection. New bolts, armor, and potions are now available. The lights of the mansion suddenly come on. Just like the plantation house, you can only assume the transition from darkness to light has something to do with the removal of the evil that dwelled here. Perhaps you should go back inside and investigate. Well, the game just, like, told me everything. Like, okay, new shit to buy. The house is safe, and a third thing, which my brain has already forgotten. The whole atmosphere of the place has transformed. It's as if someone came along and sucked out the tension and bad vibes out of the entire mansion. Instead of feeling frightened and paranoid, you now feel safe and secure. Oh, okay, that's great. Even the painting looks nicer up there now, huh? Is it really, though? Aw, so sweet. The painting has completely changed. You see the same little girl as before, only she's a lot happier and is hugging her toy instead of trying to destroy it. It's almost as if all the pain and negative energy has been drained from the painting and replaced with positive, loving vibes. You feel so much more comfortable looking at it now. Just don't flicker on me. You've already solved the puzzle, got what you needed. What's this? A loose brick in the wall. Oh, that's clever, because the drawings and all that was covering it up like you wouldn't have seen it. How come you never noticed that before? I just said why. You pull the brick out of the wall and notice a hollow chamber on the other side. Curious to see what's inside there, you begin removing the segment of wall brick by brick until, well, that's tedious. You finally expose the hollow section behind the wall. Alright. Yeah, 5 minutes later the lights shut off. Just kidding. Carefully lean over and take a look inside the hole in the wall. Oh, you peer inside the hole in the wall and are horrified by what you see. An empty jar. Although you're no expert, the skeleton appears to be a young adult who's had their head smashed in a similar way to the baby you saw back at the plantation house. I was just gonna say. Suddenly, it all makes sense now. What does? The magnet under the floorboards, the bizarre contraption hidden inside the painting's frame. So this was the dark secret in the room that was never meant to be told. This was the person Barlow was begging for forgiveness from in his diary, his own daughter. Oh, we should have read that. Well, that's what the third part was. Remember what I said? The third thing immediately left my brain? The diary. Seems her life was deliberately taken, but for what? It sickens you to your stomach just thinking about it. At least you know now what happened to Victoria. Wow, spoilers! Spoilers! We saw it. We saw it in reverse. I'm sorry. It's Mr. Barlow's diary. Flicking through it, you notice 2 pages that interest you. The first is his diary entry that reads, "Though many respect and adore me, none must ever know of the wicked acts concealed within my heart. The dark room, the most intricately locked door, I've done my best to harbor the most terrible secret that lies within its walls. Oh, my dear sweet Victoria, can you ever forgive me?" The other page is a list of flowers which reads, ×2 scarlet, Gilias? 1 wild iris, 2 bleeding hearts, 3 mountain lilies, 4 golden lily. The caption below the list catches your attention. It says, "Place all of the above on her mother's grave before visiting her in the mountains. It lies unmarked atop a hill in the cemetery." The footnote reads, "Note, banshees can be destroyed using the Stone of Love." That's a lot to take in there, okay. Well, it's a good thing that's in our inventory so you can refer to it later. Look, he mentioned, hey, you know, you should read the diary. Oh, by the way, there's new armor to buy. Oh, by the way, the house is on. You should go inside. An empty glass jar stands next to the skeleton. The light residue at the bottom emits a sour, vinegary smell and suggests it contained some kind of liquid which has since evaporated. You pick up the jar and carry it with you. The human skeleton is surrounded by weird symbols and dried sage leaves. You're guessing it's been sitting here for quite some time. The skull appears to have been smashed with a blunt object of some kind. That combined with the dried blood splatters tells you this person was intentionally killed. As long as you don't get up and try to chase me outside of this freaking place. Alright, well, I mean, that's great. Yeah, you know, the mansion is good now. Let's leave and never come back. But first, a fish. Oh yeah, I got a bluegill. Got me a salmon. How about a blue marlin? Alright, that's enough fishing. Just in case I run into something. Okay, so that shows us the way there. We still can't fight this thing. But new stuff. The forest seems safer. For now. Ooh, we got some cobalt. Oh, look at that. This is low cost. Okay, this is our new base damage. It's kind of a shame, because how many bolts did I, well, 9 copper. You know what? That's okay. I didn't have, like, a ton. I am teasing you with this fishing, Alexander. I can buy more of those, too. Okay, so let's get some more, let's get some cobalt. Let's see. We're gonna want quite a bit. Shoot, man. I should have done more farming. We got other special bolts. I'm gonna hold off on that for right now. I'm more curious about the armor here. Okay. I need a rabbit. Let's go do that right now. I mean, badger's worth more money, but that's not what I wanted. I don't want a deer. I want the most common thing, the rabbit. Yes, we hunting rabbits. Oh my god. They literally gave me everything but a rabbit. Thank you. Oh. And now you give me 2. Alright, back to town. Oh, I don't want to sell the belts. Let's upgrade first. Okay. Leather armor level 3. I'll take it. What else you got? Level 4. I need a tiny bit of gold. Probably not quite enough. Son of a bitch. I want it. Armor is important. I'm only going to get just enough to grab it because we're most likely going to run into some hopefully new place to farm other better pelts. I'm hoping for better money. Oh, the fish! I could sell some fish, you're right. Okay. We'll sell some fish too. Look, you can milk anything, Captain N. Can you milk me, Fokker? Okay, let's go back now. Back to town. Hey, you want some fish? Here, have some bluegill. Have a carp. Have some salmon. You have some... Oh, let's see. We got the gold first. Let's go ahead and get the armor. Boom. Alright, good. No more available. Which is perfect. And keeping 1 of each. Alright, no more armor. We have some of the new bolts. Just buy a good handful of them. I'm not going to buy any of the special until we know we need them. Oh, there's new potions too. Well, it's okay. Potions should be fine for right now. We'll buy potions next. The tattoo is not going to be needed probably anymore. The electricity one is probably going to be better, but until we run into an enemy that needs it, I'm not going to worry about it. Let me just save. Push the guy down the... No! Gunter's our friend! Look, he's a swell guy, alright? Yeah, well, see, that kind of worries me, though. Now we have all this HP. Now that just means they can throw bigger and tougher enemies at us. The Honey Badger armor. The ultimate armor. Alright, so we're using the map to travel our way over to the witch. Lovely. I guess it said that she lived in a cave. I think so. Although the cave looks empty, the fire inside the cave looks like it just died out. Someone obviously lives here, but just isn't around right now. Perhaps there's something you need to do first. Oh, do you think I can survive the fight against that creature now, actually? Because with this much HP, we might actually have a shot. I think that's what it wants us to do, because we've got a ton of, we've got a ton more health. We've got better bolts. Yeah, I'm going to guess that we can actually take him down now. Let's give it a shot. What's the worst that happens? We die? Again? Friendship? Again? He could be planning something horrible. I mean, okay, it's true. He's been our friend up until now. That just makes it all the better if he does backstab us, okay? We gotta play nice until then. I'm not even gonna defend. We're just gonna straight up DPS this bitch. We would probably need at least one of the beefy potions. Ooh, he could miss though. We might be alright. We can take him down. We can take him. Hell yeah. Man, we needed all that armor. Only 350? Bullshit. The tree devil lets out a scream as her last bolt takes its life. He won't be bothering you or anyone else ever again. As it dies, it drops something shiny to the ground. You pick it up and realize it's another amulet piece. You add it to your collection. We still don't know why we're getting these pieces, though, right? Oh, dude, check it out. Nice. Where can we see our... We can't see it as part of our inventory. It's an empty glass jar that you found on the wall of the Caribberg house. Empty vial, empty glass jar. We have these glowing crystals. Will heat up if they come in contact with snow or ice. It's a map showing the safest route to the witch who lives in the icy mountains to the east. Without this map, you'd perish and die in the harsh, cold environment. Oh. And then still that photo of... I mean, this has got to be the magician that was being talked about, right? We were, like, in his... Did I say his cabinet? I don't know. I can't say for sure. River Devil defeated. Didn't even need the flute. Is that all I get from this? Looks like it. Okay. I'm going to assume that's all I needed to do. What we can do here is... I want that potion, baby. I want 2 of them. 2! Cough them up. Actually, how much is that other... Well... No, in the heat of battle, that's all I'm going to ever really need. I need the biggest ones for battle. This one's pointless. I don't really need to buy one of it. 2 potions of that should be fine for now. It's got balls of steel. Would you like to be rejuvenated? Why, yes. You know what? Just save while I'm here. Let's see if I can go here now. No. More to do. Alright. Oh, this talked about the, we need to lay the flowers, right? We can't, like, pick any of these flowers here, right? None of these were clickable before. I'm not trying to click the tree. I'm trying to find flowers. Yeah, I know, I'm broke. Hey, I'd be $1,000, 1,000 gold shorter broke if I hadn't done just the tiniest bit of farming off screen for you guys. Just kind of checking out all the spots. Where do we go from here? What did the diary say exactly? There's all these flowers, but there's place them up in her mother's grave before visiting her in the mountains. Oh, that's who the witch is? The mother, then? I need to... Oh, talk to people. Let's try talking to people, right? I remember from last time. Alright, where do all the flowers grow in this valley, and where is the cemetery? You're looking for flowers? Can you tell me specifically which ones you seek? You show her Mr. Barlow's diary and the list of flowers. Her face expresses slight concern as she looks through the list. These are rare mountain flowers, and there's only one place they grow. The flower beds in the Ice Palace Gardens. They're in the mountains, not too difficult to get to, but the cold-hearted Ice Queen who resides there is not friendly at all. She'll most likely have you arrested for trespassing on her land. You must be extremely cautious if you're planning on stealing from her, so please think through your intentions very carefully. As for the cemetery, Ravenmoor is the only one in the valley. You will find it in the mountains. Alright, alright. Now that doesn't get us percentage, getting knowledge. Although you're not totally sure this is the best idea, you feel it's best to give Gunther some closure. Oh, because we dealt with Mr. Barlow, or whatever for him. With a heavy heart, you tell Gunther that what you found at Caribberg House. Remember, because he was in love with the daughter, and she dead. He clings to every word you say, and for a brief moment, you see his eyes well up. He grinds his teeth as his lips begin to quiver. His facial expressions jump back and forth from angry to upset. Even after you finish, he just sits there not saying a word for what seems like several minutes. Poor guy. Given what he's been through, you can only imagine what's going through his head. Slowly, a tear rolls down his cheek. He looks up at you and barely manages to let out what he has to say in a soft, croaky voice. Gunther, thank you. Gunther, thank you a lot. Hey, we got an achievement for that. The only person who care for Gunther and find out what happened to Victoria. Gunther give you something. You go to Gunther's house next to pond. You go and find puzzle in fireplace. Gunther think maybe treasure inside. Gunther not smart, but you smart. You do fireplace puzzle and you keep treasure. Gunter, thank you. See? He's our friend. What a stand-up guy. He says, you may raid my house. Did you find treasure in Gunter's house? Wait. Next to the pond. Oh! Whoa, okay, whoa, those are the other things. But no, Gunter's house is... Aha. Oh, man. It's a chest. It's just a chest of drawers. You see nothing special about them. Besides, you've no reason to go snooping in there. Look, we're like Link in any other game or something like that. We loot everything. I know, right? As far as we've ever met from Gunter, it's like, you know what? He's only been helping us out, and he's got a sad backstory, so I feel for him. Now push him down the well. Wow, Captain N, heartless. It's just plain old simple. It's just plain old simple wooden chair. Gunter's home doesn't have much else in the way of furniture. You can only guess. He doesn't get too many guests. It's a large fireplace which appears to be at least a few hundred years old, given its current condition. Looking into the center of the fireplace, you notice a grid of squares with bizarre patterns carved into them. You lean over and examine the square grid a little closely. Oh, a sliding puzzle. Okay. Give me a reference picture at least, you know? Never mind. You just have to rotate it. You're good. I'm sorry I doubted you. I just automatically assumed a slider puzzle. Lion? After solving the puzzle, you see a small metal object drop from the back of the fireplace. Upon closer inspection, you realize it's an amulet piece. You've obtained another amulet piece. What is this? Legends of the Hidden Temple? I get an extra life now? How many have I made? You could only ever get up to 2, but you only have 1 on each person. You couldn't double up on your front man. Which is what I want to do. It's like, yo, get the front man too. That way you can just keep pushing. I think my brother and I have talked about it, though. If we were ever on Legends of the Hidden Temple, ideally, we'd both make it to the thing, and the first person would get to do a good chunk, but ultimately lose, so that the second person also gets to participate, but still win it for the team. That's the ideal how we would want it, because we both want to actually participate. It's no fun to just watch your teammate just beat the whole thing on their own. It's like, fuck that. I want to play too. And don't be a dumbass assembling the monkey. Yes. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, let's go find Olmec in the mountains. I loved watching that show. Always wanted to go on that. Same for What Would You Do or anything else with slime. Okay, well. Hey guys, you ever go to the cemetery and go there to pick up chicks? As you approach the cemetery, you notice. You approach the cemetery gates, you notice a woman casually standing there looking at you. You can't help but wonder whether she's the relative of someone buried here or just some lost soul in need of help. You finally pluck up the courage to speak to her and ask if she's okay. No, she's okay, but you're about to not be. Which one of you kicks the temple guards in the balls? The first guy, as he's getting kicked out anyways. Is she a temple guard? She's defending the gates. She gives you a look of horror and speaks softly. Do not cross the gate. Whoever enters will not come out alive. The banshee destroys all. That foul creature has prevented me from visiting my son's grave for many years. Can't help but feel sorry for her as she sighs and looks at the ground with sadness. Tell me something. Have you ever lost a child to the devil? I have. My son was taken from me, all because of someone else's lust and greed. I won't rest until his soul is at peace. I spit curses on the monster who did this. May their soul be torn apart forever in hell fire and eternal damnation. All of a sudden, she perks up and stares at the gate. The banshee! She comes! We don't have bolts for you, though, if you need any special bolts. Over there, behind the gate. You look over at the cemetery gate. Is that dark shadow you see? Is that a dark shadow you see? Oh, shit! Okay, the thing is, I kind of was expecting that. Because I still didn't really trust her. Also, fuck, we're dead. Look at her HP. That one got you, Magus? I didn't jump nearly as much there. I was much more ready for that one. Is her name Meta? So here's the problem. Oh, the game also didn't say she has a special weakness. Remember the other one it did. Maybe she'll just naturally get fucked by this. Special power. Oh God! Blood-curdling scream. You know what? That's really funny. It got Adam a bit, got Captain Ed. It got other people, but not me nearly as much this time. Run away quickly? I mean, I could. What happens if I try to flee? The thing is, though, well, you know what? We ran home to mommy! What really happened? We spent one bolt. And whatever. Whatever, who cares? We can be rejuvenated. The first time we ran. I wonder if there's an achievement for beating the game without fleeing, though. Sorry, guys. The gamer in me wants potential achievements. I don't know if there is or not. Okay, so let's try going here first. Run away quickly. Run away! As you climb the snowy ice path towards the summit of the mountain, your path is blocked by a mountain lion. The large cat growls at you. Prepare for combat. Aw, it looks so cute though. So cute, and soon to be dead. 120. I imagine, Captain, some of them, I want to say there's at least an episode or two where a kid, like, attacks back at least a little bit. I mean, they do sometimes jump out and spook them. Attacking an innocent animal, do I feel a bit big strong man, you mean? Look. It attacked me first, okay? This already came up in my D&D campaign. It attacked me first. I'm defending myself. Oh, she's not gonna like me picking her flowers. Try doing it in real life and see what happens. This is why I do it in a video game, where there's less repercussions for me on my actual physical person. Standing before you is a mighty fortress covered in ice. You've never seen anything quite like it before. This must be the dwelling of the Ice Queen Seema warned you about. Perhaps it's best to tread carefully here. You notice a bizarre ice formation sticking out of the ground. Upon closer inspection, they look like ice crystals. Although they are cold to the touch, they don't appear to melt as easily as regular ice. Perhaps there's something special about them. You pick a handful of ice crystals and take them with you. I figured we'd take them. All right, we got ice and fire crystals. It's a bunch of ice crystals you pulled out of the ground in the mountains. Naturally, they are extremely cold to the touch. Doesn't mention about being able to rapidly heat up, but either way, they probably serve similar purposes for their respective elements. You already took some of these ice crystals. You don't need any more. It's a large, beautiful flower bed full of bright, beautiful flowers. Your head spins at the overwhelming sweet scent coming from it. Did I read the same word twice? It's a large, beautiful flower bed full of bright, beautiful flowers. Your head spins at the overwhelming sweet scent coming from it. It's hard to believe flowers this fine could thrive in such a harsh, cold environment. You can only assume that they're being well maintained, or they're magic. I can tell you the optional achievements so you know. It's whatever. You don't have to tell me. I'm just preemptively doing it. You reach over and take a closer look at the flower bed. As you do so, you feel a sudden strike at the back of your head accompanied by a loud crack. Oh! Everything goes dark. Your beautiful head spins from the beautiful scent wafting from the beautiful flower bed. And then everything went dark. Well, we've been sentenced to jail. You awaken to find yourself trapped inside a cage made of ice which sits inside a large hallway. The wind echoes across the rock walls, which are covered in a glistening coat of frost. Beautiful as it may be, you're not overjoyed by the harsh hospitality of whoever lives here. You notice other ice cages nearby, which are all empty, with the exception of a few skeletons here and there. Looks like you're the only prisoner here. At least the only one who's alive. Touching the bars of the cage is a bad idea. Your skin just sticks to them. Let's face it, there's no way you're getting out with You know, there's no way you're getting out without some kind of help. Gee, I wonder. What do I do, guys? What do I do? The bars are made of solid ice, although these two appear to be slightly weaker than the others. There are only 2 that are missable, and you get 1 chance at. I think I might have missed an achievement for maybe killing something without missing, possibly. Because I think one of the achievements came up for 100% accuracy on, like, one of them. I assume there might be others like it. Is Natalia in the cell next to you? Yeah, right. Where's my my watch to bring me my throwing knives? Oh, there you go. Alexander said it already, so I'm not original. Well, time to heat this bitch up. Although, not totally sure whether or not this will work, you decide to give it a try anyway. You press the fire crystals against the ice bars. You watch in awe as they react to the cold ice and begin heating up rapidly, burning a large hole through them. You carefully squeeze your way through the gap in the bars and make an attempt to leave. As you step out of the ice cell, you suddenly find yourself being flanked by several armed guards who threateningly point their weapons at you. Uh-oh, looks like they're not too happy about your little act of vandalism on the ice cage. They forcibly usher you down the hallway towards a large, cavernous room. Well, I mean... Same thing, 2 different monsters? Yeah, that's fine. Allow me to break the ice, Mega Man. You suddenly find yourself standing before the queen of the fortress who sits upon a majestic throne of ice. Though she's very beautiful, you get the impression she is cold-hearted. She narrows her... Well, we were told that. She narrows her eyes and stares right at you. Her glare is harsh enough to pierce cold steel. She snarls and glares at you before speaking with a voice which is calm but full of authority. You, who are you? Answer me. As you have no answer, you can do nothing but remain silent and tremble. I asked you a question. You barely speak up and tell her how you arrived here and about how the witch you're seeking here in the mountains. About the witch, yeah. She pauses before sizing you up and carefully looking you over. I'm no fool, and you're no magician. You come here uninvited, steal my flowers, damage my property, and then try and deceive me like some lying serpent? I should have you put to death. You fall to your knees and beg and plead with her for mercy. Mercy? You wish me to show mercy after all the trouble you've caused? This could be your only chance at surviving the situation. You beg her to let you go and offer to do anything in return. Her eyes narrow like slits as she glares at you while considering your plea. I may be willing to compromise, if you're willing to undertake an extremely dangerous task for me. Realizing this could be your ticket to freedom, not to mention your life, you hastily agree. Very well. Beyond the mountain chasm lies a cave. It's the only place in the valley where a rare species of firefly can be found. My palace surgeon needs those fireflies for medicinal purposes. Bring me some of those fireflies alive, and I will not only grant you your freedom, but allow you permission to take whatever you please from my flower beds. But be warned, getting those fireflies will not be easy. The cave is inhabited by a fire demon. It will be necessary to defeat him in order to get what you need. Do we have an agreement? You nod your head and assure you will do whatever you can to get her what she wants. Very well, you may leave, but do not attempt to flee the valley or go back on our agreement, otherwise I shall be forced to hunt you down and have you executed. Is that understood? You nod your head. Good. Now go. Get me those fireflies. Remember, I want them alive. I'm going to assume that's what the jar is for. Imagine I say no. I was wondering if it'd give me a chance to give a choice, and then be like, no, and she like, off with his fucking head. Do you know how hard it is to plant tulips and daisies in this cold fucking weather? Go get me the fireflies I asked you for. Do not come back until you have done so. Take this! It'd be best not to touch the flower bed until you've done what the ice queen asked you to do. You really don't want to anger her anymore. Well, if you say so, madam. Okay, let's see what we're up against. Request to leave the valley to see the death. If I could leave, I would try it. You come across a large black bear standing in your way and preventing you from going any further. Black bears are known to be extremely hostile, and this one is no exception. The black bear growls as it charges towards you, leaving you no choice but to defend yourself. Okay, guys, remember, see, I have to defend myself. Even the game is saying it's self-defense at this point, alright? That's kind of cute. Got some His teeth showing, though. Alright, not too much more. Murder her. Call it what you want. I have video evidence that it was self-defense. It's this video right here that you're watching. Creepy and a bit cute. Would it be cutely creepy or creepily cute? It could be cooking. Aw, shit, guys. It's Cocaine Bear. We actually watched that movie. That shit was... It wasn't as wild as I thought it was actually going to be based off of the name, but it was certainly something. We had fun watching it. The bear's behind me? Hey, what's up, Zell? Remember, guys, if it's brown, lie down. If it's black, fight back. If it's a polar bear, you're fucked. That's how the saying goes. Exactly. Oh my god, it's coming right at us. I do the voice more, my throat's a little... It's a fun movie to watch. Watch it with some friends. Oh, I clicked away. My bad. I clicked away, and now I have to re-click things. Watch it with some friends. It's a large pit of bright, burning lava. Given the cold, snowy environment, it seems a little odd for this to exist here. Regardless of which, the lava pit is blocking your way into the cave. There's no way you're getting past it, given the amount of heat coming off. Take that! Good idea. You throw the ice crystals into the pit of lava. You watch as the lava pit cools down and becomes a patch of dry, cracked mud. Well, that was good thinking. You can get through now. I like how it likes to give you a little, like, kind of like, you know, give you some positivity, kind of like build you up. It's like, you know what? Good job. You're smart. Now die to this next enemy, you fool. Better composed than expected, less ridiculous than we thought. I mean, I would say, yeah, I expected something truly ridiculous, but it actually wasn't, like, to that level. Not like some of the other movies we've seen. Thanks, Magus. I knew I could count on you to build me up. As you enter the cave, a fiery apparition appears in front of you and begins to take the form of a devil-like being. This can only be the fire demon which the Ice Queen warned you about. He glares at you with anger, and it looks like he's in the mood for a fight. We'll probably die here, and I know that, but I need to get an idea of, can we deal with him now? The fire demon charges toward you without warning. You have no choice but to defend yourself. I mean, we can't get more HP. There's no more defense to get. And weapons, we can't really get stronger. Specialty bolts. We do need to buy some of them just to have at least one of each on hand. But until we know, like, what we've come across that needs it, I'm hesitant to, like, spend too much on them. Battle to win Battletoads? I'll tell you when. When my ass freezes over. I only have 9? I thought I bought more than that. Oh, we've been using them, though, against the things. That's true. Ooh, I fucked up the strength. That might actually come back to bite us. Throw water! I could take 2 more. I don't want to waste a healing potion. He needs to miss somewhere. I need at least 3 more hits. This won't matter. It's only 2 no! But I could. I'm trying to save gold, okay, Zell? Well, yeah, any clothing he tried to put on would just get burned away. I should have just done that. I know it's there to use, but, like, I was just trying to get a scope out of the place. Alright, we're fine now. Items are to be used, not hoarded. You missed it, Zell. On the big other boss fight, I did use my stuff. I did use my potions. I'm not just hoarding them. But I know there's no need to use it here, so I'm gonna save on having to farm up gold. Because those other fights, I had maximum armor, and I'm doing max damage, and yet it required at least, you know, you needed at least, like, 2 potions, unless you just, like, mass kept defending and rolling, lucky. Right? Just throw some water on him. Go get a bucket. Well, not the bucket that had all the holes, but just get some other working bucket and chuck water at him. You won! Yeah, you can totally use that like an avatar, right? There's quite a few things in this I think you could use as an avatar. After firing your last shot, you watch as the demon's fiery body disappears into a tiny wisp of smoke. New tattoos, bolts, and armor types have been unlocked. Ah, shit. Well, yeah, but where can I farm better pelts? You notice a large cluster of glowing insects, which you can only assume are the fireflies you need. They appear to be docile creatures who just seem to be sat there doing nothing. That's a good idea, but there's no way you can reach that high. Oh. Well, shit. Well, grow taller. Nothing here. We need to be able to get higher up to accomplish that. We don't want to fight the Banshee yet. What's the armor? We need to be able to farm these. I need a raven feather and crow feathers. And I need a cobra skin. I know, crow armor. Nani? New bolts. Steel bolts. Damn, I shouldn't have bought nearly as many as I, did. You know, let's buy, like... I know I need to buy some of the special bolts. You know what? Just... one of each, just so I at least have them. I'm not rebuying the green one. Wait, onyx quartz... I'm not buying this again, because we already used it against the boss that it was for. Which, actually, on that note, I'm probably going to want more than that. Probably 2 of each. Oh! No, wait. The game only let me buy so many, right? Unless I'm remembering wrong. I wish I could sell my old bolts. Gunter had enough of life and bad things always happening. Now Gunter understands Victoria gone and never coming back. Gunter lost only love and has no love now. Gunter never love again. Now Gunter wait for Angel of Death. Gunter have nothing left to do here. Now Gunter rest. That's all Gunter want is to rest. I can sell you more fish. Would that make you feel better? Gunter, want some fish? Befriend some burbs, more like kill them. I thought maybe Gunter was going to jump down the well. Gunter had nothing now. In fact, you can sell him. I could sell him some fish from the sea. Do we really have no better place to farm, though? For money? Just because the armor is there available, I'm trying... In that case, farming for the gold right now doesn't matter so much. Oh, we should talk to the people. Maybe they'll have something that I can use to reach up higher. Sure, Zell. You just wanted the shock factor. Let me drink some water here, guys, while this is going here. I'm not going to fully farm yet because, you know what, actually... distracted by drinking. That's really a shame, too. I don't want to farm a bunch, because if we're actually going to reach a place where the birds are, they will presumably be better money anyways. Hey, what's up, Kick-Ass? You missed a couple of fights, a couple of dead bodies. You know, the normal. The usual. What's your favorite horror location in general? It could be specific or something common. My favorite? I mean, like, the one that scares me the most? I mean, cemeteries fucking creep me out because of goddamn Thriller from Michael Jackson. The people. Do they have anything extra to say? No. Okay, so they have nothing extra to say. We have the money, but we do not have the pelts. We need to go back to the desert for that. The only way we get a new farming place is for a place to be safe. This place did not have a thing for farming up stuff. Haunted House, absolutely. Resident Evil 1 is still your favorite classic RE. Yeah, I mean, the RE1 house was like just that format of exploring a house like that. Definitely a classic. Okay, we need to make progress here. We need to be able to reach higher. How do we reach higher? Nah, see, that won't actually, like... I thought about taking that back. We haven't come across anything. Not that I can think of. Hey, do you have anything I can use to reach up higher? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to help you get your fireflies, but you're just gonna ignore my needs. Just in case there's something randomly. I need a snake thing anyways. Hey, isn't that exactly what we needed? We needed the cobra. Perfect, dude. It was meant to be. We're gonna need that. She doesn't like me. Oh, you think? Snake eater. Snake? Snake! Might as well heal while we can. I do, because I never know what's gonna pop up, Zell, alright? I'm a habitual saver. I'd rather save all the time than never save and then look like an idiot when you have to redo so much of a game. When it's completely avoidable. This used to be a pit of hot lava, that is until you turned it into a cracked, muddy patch. There's no other clickables, man. That's the thing, I don't have anything else to interact with. If I've spent up any resources, like potions, they'd kind of get wasted. But no, just that, besides just that waking up in the cabin. The thing is, there's... God, I know, it's still the baby skeleton, Jesus. Pick that up? No. The Banshee's there, Zell, and I cannot deal with the Banshee. Not unless she has a weakness. I mean... I don't know. Nothing was mentioned. That can't be it. I do have specialty bolts, yeah? I guess I could try? I guess, okay, you know what, to Zell's point, let's just see at least if any of the bolts do extra damage. If they do, then we could fight her potentially. If they don't, then that's not the solution. Incoming jump scare. Ooh, you know what? That's a good point, though. Could I even survive long enough to get the special shot? Might have to defend. I think we have to get lucky with some defense. Ow. Oh, enemy special power is active. Ow. Also... Fuck. Ah. So you can't defend because she's got a power that blocks it, and she's just screaming at you. How would you fucking not get rolled? I want to see which bolts I need, but I have to get 2 attacks off before I can, Did I try to seduce her? Hey, baby. What's your name? Yeah, I can't even survive enough hits. I need at least this armor, but there's no crows. I'm kind of at a loss on what I can do. Let's assess the things. More armor could get me enough defense or HP, but I don't have the things to farm the. I don't have a place to farm the birds, as far as I know. I cannot get the armor currently. I could get whatever specialty bolt was going to work on her. I could get more of, but if I don't live long enough, it doesn't matter. If we could, you know, see the fireflies. So unless you guys have an idea, on where I can get some height, I'm gonna have to look it up. Only just to keep us going here, because... Is it time to cheat? I mean, it might be. I'll put it this way. I can go to every location here, and I don't see anything that helps get me higher. Nothing here, nothing in the mansion. There was nothing helpful. Most of these places are old and pointless for this purpose now anyways. Yeah, there's a chair, I know. Actually, that's actually a good point, Zell. That would have actually been a decent thing, although it's still really high. Honey in the jar. I need the fireflies. All of that, I wonder if I could have made the fireflies come to me. You carefully reach up into you reach up to the beehive and squeeze a little of the sweet sugary honey out in. I can't read this sentence, guys. You carefully reach up to the beehive and squeeze a little of the sweet sugary honey out into the glass vial. I think Zell knows this game, though. Alright, so I think now I can attract them to me. Okay. Dude, seriously, was I having a stroke just then? You pour some honey on the ground in order to attract the fireflies. You watch as the fireflies swarm towards the sweet, sticky liquid. That was really fast. Schloop. The fireflies swarm around the small pool of sweet, sticky honey. You need to find a way to collect them without harming them. Okay. Well, either way, thank you, Sal. I'd rather have it come from someone in the chat than me have to look it up anyways. You carefully pick up each firefly with your fingers and put them in a jar. Oh, wouldn't you kill them with your fingers, though? Luckily for you, these creatures are harmless and don't have stingers. Yeah, okay. Well, alright, cool. So we got what we need. Which means we can then get the flowers we need. Which means we can go see the witch. Here you go, lady. It's a glass jar full of glowing fireflies. You hand over the jar of fireflies, hoping you've collected enough to satisfy her. She takes the jar from you and looks over the contents. Eat them. Yeah, eat them right in front of her. She'll really fucking love that. For the first time ever, you see a faint smile grow across her icy lips as she looks at you with warmth, looks at you with comfort and kindness. Yes, these are the ones my surgeon wanted. This will be more than enough to produce the medication you so desperately need. Thank you for your service. As promised, I will grant you your freedom, and you may take whatever you need from the flower beds. Though I advise you to take heed and be careful in the future. Not everyone will show you the same sympathy I have. Now go. You're free. Bitch, you're about to off my head before. What did you just say to me? Nothing, Your Highness. Thank you. Goodbye. Be gone. You've earned your freedom. Take whatever you want from my flower beds. And don't let me catch you in my yard again. Seeing as though you now have permission to pick flowers from the Ice Queen's flower bed, you lean over and take a closer look at all the different types being grown. Ah, well... Well, fuck you. I have to actually write it down, god damn it. She treats you like shit. I'm into her. I'll bet you are. Fine, you get the queen, I get the banshee, I guess. Okay, we need 2 scarlet, Gilias, whatever. 1 wild iris. I probably only need the one part of the name, but we need 2 bleeding hearts, so we have to go murder 2 people and rip out their still beating hearts like Indiana Jones. We need 3 mountain lily, 4 golden lily. Stop writing, nerd. Look, I like to have my notepad at the end of a game, and I can look back and see all my different things. So either way, I appreciate it, Magus, but I like having a physical notebook. It's fun to look back at my old games that I've played like that. I did it for all the adventure games like Myst and all that I played. And looking back at my old like notebooks and journals really it evokes some kind of feeling in me. Okay. Now isn't the time to write in my diary. You're right. You guys are watching. Rude. Using the Stone of Love. What special bolts you got? Oh, because I do need to get to the grave now, huh? Onyx and quartz. Oh, would it be the onyx then? But I still can't. The rose quartz, is that a type of stone? Stone of love? Rose, symbol of love. Okay, you know, fair enough. So, that's the bolts. Okay, sure. But I have to live long enough to get off the shots. Do you think if I take the 1 hit, drink a big heal potion, she stops screaming? Or if the scream is her only attack, I'm fucked and I can't do it that way. But let's actually see if we can just face tank 2 screams. That may be the bolt. Take your save with a grain of salt. I mean, sound enough logic. I mean, you got a 50-50 shot. So here's the thing. I need to get hits in because I need to be able to charge up the special. Which may or may not matter, considering unless the bolt insta-fucking kills her, it may not, like, matter. So I'm gonna hit her. It's gonna hurt like hell. I can drink a potion. Survive 1 more. But she has to stop. She can't scream again or it doesn't matter. I'm doing a losing battle at that point. Nah, she only knows how to scream. Now, that does... Oh, why did I regular attack? I blanked out. I blanked out, guys. I think I did have that stroke. Fuck. We have to do that again, because I blanked out. I know, I probably do have to find the birds, but... Let's find out, Sorry, I know she keeps doing the scream. Incoming scream! Oh, I didn't have full special until she killed me? Did I not? Oh, is that why I didn't do it? Oh, well then shit. Taste my gold. Special gold damage! Shit! Hey, what's up, Al? Fuck! How about them silver? Shit balls! Blah! I don't know. It is falling apart tonight, guys. Also, I don't have anything to gag her with, Captain N. Yo, you got anything that could help me deal with a Banshee? Even if we get this armor, and it allows me to face tank so I can do attack special, she needs to die instantly to it. Which she might. She might die instantly. I don't... Oh, wait, you're right. Why did I not pick? Oh, I had to go and read the thing. What did I get distracted by, Anonymous? God, my brain tonight is not working, guys. I'm sorry. I completely, like, fucking, I don't know what's happening tonight. We need two of these. One of the wild iris. 2 of the hearts. Mountain lily. Yeah, Zell got me thinking. That's what it was. We wanted to try to test to see if we even knew the weakness. So maybe that's what it was, Zell. That's probably what just kind of like made me lose my train of thought. You arrange the flowers you picked into a neat little bunch and carry it with you. A bunch of mountain flowers which you collected from the Ice Palace Gardens. Okay, so... Now, well, here's the thing, though. I still need to make it to the grave here. Right? Isn't that kind of the whole thing? If only they gave me a shotgun. I think it still doesn't ultimately solve our problem, because this place is done, and there's nowhere to farm. This place is done. There's nowhere to farm. This here is still waiting. Nowhere to farm. There's no birds. Maybe the bouquet will stop her from shrieking? I mean... It's worth a shot. Why not? We've died to her how many times already? Might as well die another time. Yo, bitch, you want some flowers? No, she didn't care about the flowers. We need to put it on the grave. It's true. Try everything in everything. I wanted to double check that it is gonna hold that way the whole time. Stop giving you. I can't help it. What happens if we go back to her immediately? Does she just immediately want to fight? Oh, fuck, she just does. Oh, where were we? Just fucking, she just lets me keep fleeing. What the okay, I'm here in this forest, which... I can't carry more than 18 pelts. When did I pick up so many pelts? I don't know. The Banshee's got a high score against me for sure, though. Banshee's definitely winning in that department. I don't know where the birds are. Try the dead tree thing. No, that's what I'm saying, Zell. I've gone everywhere that's open. None of them have had birds ever. This is my latest hunting place. We haven't gotten a new hunting place in a bit. So I don't have a way of getting birds. So unless you guys have a suggestion, I'm looking it up. I got your bird right here. Cheat time, absolutely, because I don't see any other way of dealing with the situation. I've gone everywhere. I've tried talking to people. No, the thing is, we've gotten every monster from every zone. Those are 2 whole different birds. That's a new hunting zone. There's no way it's a place we've missed. Is the problem with it? If it was just a single creature, that would be one thing. Get captured by the ice person. Yeah, okay. I did pick the flowers, Anonymous, but that has to go on the grave in the cemetery that the Banshee's blocking. That's the whole point of why I wanted to go there. Get the glass jar. Okay, prepare for the battle. Okay, yeah, sure. Yes. Yes. Yes, Zell. That is exactly what I forgot about. Tattoos exist. This tattoo totally silences your enemy. This tattoo provides protection against psionic attacks. Okay, so silence the enemy. God damn it. Okay. Bolts. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, he's probably gonna kill you. I'm gonna buy 2 of each. If she's silenced, I probably don't need a ton of bolts to make the difference in the fight. The fact that she's silenced alone should make it so that I can actually live in this freaking fight anyways. So, I'm only gonna buy just the 2. Yeah, something simple. When we got the prompt about new things to buy, I read through the part about the tattoo, completely forgot. I'm gonna carefully make sure she doesn't have anything new to say. Hey guys, what's that over there? Yeah, well see, now she won't be able to shriek at me. Your tattoo suppresses the enemy's special power. I might actually be able to defend now. I want to know. Defense failed, but she didn't block it. Ow. The bolts gotta do like 1,000 damage or something. They gotta do some like crazy amount for it to be doable enough in my current state. Super effective. 1282, that'll do it. The problem is, shit hurts. Oh, we are out of the cobalt ones. Hey, she missed. Shit. Oh, we have the steel one anyways. We should have been using the steel. I completely forgot. My brain is just off tonight, guys. 250. Fuck. If I was using more of the steel tipped. Yeah, I have to get a defense. Yeah, I should have been using steel from the start. That was the problem. The defense saved us. Just, I forgot I bought them, so I forgot to equip them. You destroy the Banshee with the final strike from your crossbow. She lets out a blood-curdling scream before crumbling to dust and being blown away by the wind. Although you're a little annoyed you were so viciously tricked by her, you feel better knowing you ended her reign over this place. You can now hunt the cemetery. You can now desecrate this sacred land. Bolts, steel. We'll keep the 2 onyx. 2 seems like a decent number. 3 would probably ultimately actually make it much, much more straightforward. I might buy a third onyx if we're going to have to use it against something. I am going to need more steel. In fact, you know what? Oh, there's definitely going to be burbs here now. Yeah, that was a given. We're going to farm up first before we actually go in and put any flowers anywhere. A murder of crows, you say? Are they called a murder of crows because in packs they go around murdering? Murder. Are there anything but birds here? How can I hit a woman? Look, again, self-defense. She struck first. Exactly. Who hunts in a cemetery? Who throws a shoe? Honestly. Hunt every type of animal. Okay, so we've got every kind now. Which means there's no new places to farm for more. Which means we're reaching the end of, like, the upgrades and stuff. Ugh. You were murdered by a murder of crows once. Would you say it was most foul? Yes, please. The crow armor. That might be the final armor. Unless technically the vampire bat skin could come into play, I guess. Gunter, have you gone apeshit? No, he just wants to rest. Okay, so no new armor. I want some more of the good bolts. I don't want to buy too many because we do eventually potentially get other ones. So there, a nice even 20. Special, you know what? They're not that expensive. We're going to buy a third onyx. For any special thing we come across, we most likely wouldn't need more than 3. Based off the number of turns for attacking and then special attacking, you probably don't get much more than that in a fight like that anyways. Gunter, are you ready to get pushed down the well? He's like, yes, Gunter, ready. Do it. Do it, pussy. Okay, we're good on the special bolts. We're good on the regular bolts. We're good on the armor, and we can actually fucking go in here now. A large grave sits by itself on top of a small hill. Although the grave is unmarked, you get the feeling it is of some importance given its size, position, and location compared to the other graves. You're certain this is the one mentioned in Mr. Barlow's diary. Look at this photograph! Oh. Here, have some flowers. Okay. You respectfully place the flowers upon the grave. On the grave? You feel a chill go down your spine. It's almost as if you felt a change in the air. You're not entirely sure what happened, but you get the feeling what you did was extremely important. It's a large unmarked grave with flowers on it. From the information in Mr. Barlow's diary, you're certain this grave belongs to the witch's mother. Yep. Alright. Well, the witch will be happy with us now. More hunting. Did we see everything that was here? The 2 burbs, the vampire bat. Here's the 1 bar. The bat was 4? Did we see both a 2 and a 3 bar? We had to have, because it said we hunted everything, right? We encountered every animal type. Fucking ninja witch over here. An elderly woman stands before you. Her stare is firm but comforting. The hard sunken lines on her face tell a long and painful story. Although her face is covered, you can tell from her eyes she is faintly smiling. Perhaps she's been expecting you. Oh, dearie, thank you for helping with my mother put to rest. Now, would you like an apple? It's not often one puts flowers on my mother's grave. I know it was you, and for that, you have my gratitude. She was the one saint in my life who loved me unconditionally. The world may reject you, but a mother's love will never abandon you. Tell me, are you close with your mother? You try hard thinking of your mother, but you cannot seem to recall any memories of her. You begin explaining to her that you cannot remember when she suddenly interrupts. Because your memory fails you? Yes, I'm aware. You're taken aback by her remark. How could she have possibly known that? You must have many questions. Go ahead. Speak freely. It's Ryu's mother. That's absolutely the vibes I get. It looks like a ninja wearing that. Who is the strange-looking man in the photo? You show the photo and you ask her who he is. She gazes over it and for a few moments without saying a word. He was once an honorable man who lived here many years ago. He had wealth, family, and everything one could wish for. One day he started acting differently. He began with a cutting of his beard, then selling his wedding ring and family paintings. He then took a large rock and destroyed the gold pocket watch which was handed down to him by his late father. As if that wasn't enough, He also began dressing in a manner which one would not expect from him, and it is said he once spent an entire month wearing only red. He grew thinner as his appetite for food was soon replaced with an unexplainable appetite for knowledge. Eventually he withdrew himself from society and neglected his family. He became obsessed with learning all he could from the old tomes and any scholar who could offer him knowledge. But then his behavior became troublesome as he began dabbling in necromancy and dark magic, trying to summon demons and attempting to raise the dead. Whatever his reasons may be, the dark creatures that plagued this valley came from the portals that were opened. Why am I here, and how did I get here? The answer is simple. Because I summoned you here. You are from a large town known as Ridgewood, which lies many miles south of here. Despite such a great distance, my magic is still powerful enough to summon you. And do not concern yourself over your loss of memory. It is only a temporary effect of the summoning. I promise you it will all return after a day or two. What? Why would you summon me here? To rid this valley of all the demonic entities which plague this land. Why me? None of this is my problem. Nice, none of this is any my problem. She furrows her brow and looks you right in the eye. Oh, but it is your problem. Oh, I stand corrected. The man who summoned these entities, the man in the photograph, is none other than your own paternal grandfather. Yeah, go figure. We're related. Alright. Yes, Ridgewood Drive, a major street in the city you grew up in. Your head spins upon hearing her words. That feeling of familiarity you get when gazing at the photo, it all makes sense. Where is my grandfather now? He left this world and passed on some years ago. You are all that remains of his bloodline, so the task of cleaning his mistakes is rightfully yours. Man, that's some bullshit. Granddad fucking just left me some goddamn mess to deal with. Here you go, Sonny Jim. Fix my shit. I'm dead. The cabin in the woods belonged to him, hence the reason you appeared there. You have a strong link with that particular place. It is your job, and your job alone, to destroy the Guardian. The Guardian? The Guardian of the Gates of Hell! Your grandfather tried to summon the devil himself. They say he did not feel comfortable living his life as the man he was. Society saw a wealthy, respectable gentleman, but in his mind he was a weak failure, ashamed of himself, his family, his life, and his accomplishments. He believed that the devil could give him all he wanted and was willing to make a pact in exchange for his soul. I tell you this, a soul that laments for power is no different to one that pursues wealth, and just like wealth, most are willing to risk death for it. This became apparent when attempting the ritual as he accidentally summoned the servant instead of the master. The Guardian of Hell is a very powerful demon and cannot be slayed by a mere blade. I sense you have some of the amulet pieces. You mean these silver trinkets I've been finding everywhere? They are a means of making the Guardian appear before you. You will need 5 of them in order to do this. Each one needs to be used in the correct order at the stone circle. I do not know all of their whereabouts, but I know of one which is in the hands of a werewolf who resides nearby. Werewolf! Time for the silver bolts. Be warned, he is a powerful and dangerous creature. None who enter his lair come out alive. Not so easy to defeat. I don't see why I should risk my life anymore. I'm leaving! Do you really think you can leave your responsibility so easily? And have you forgotten how you got here? You did not travel this journey of your own free will. Do not forget, I was the one who summoned you and can do so at any time. Hear these words. If you attempt to leave, I will bring you back as many times as necessary until you complete your duty. How about I kill you then? Well, she's a witch, so she probably wins. Find the amulet pieces and defeat the Guardian of Hell, and I will send you back home. The werewolf has one of the pieces. Okay, fine. So how to defeat the werewolf? The wolfsbane herb grows on the shores of Lake Dagon. Almost a dragon. Bring me the plant and I will make you a charm bracelet which will help weaken him a little. Once you have the bracelet, there is more I need to tell you before you can defeat him. But for now, bring the wolfsbane, then we will talk further. One more question. Why did you summon me now and not earlier? Tonight, the blood-red moon sits in the sky. It is a rare occurrence which happens a few times each century. Supernatural powers are heightened during this night and many portals are opened. The Guardian ritual can only be performed under the influence of a blood-red moon. Enough questions, but enough talk. Go get me the wolfsbane. Given the situation, it looks like you're left with no choice but to do as she asks. New tattoos and special bolts have been unlocked. Okay, guys, I hate to do this, but give me a sec. I really need to use the restroom really badly. So, quick 2-minute break. If you're watching this on YouTube, just skip forward past this nonsense. And if you guys need to use the bathroom, do it now or forever hold your peace. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. Okay. Let's check out the tattoos before anything else. Let me go check out the tattoos. What does she have? I'm not going to buy anything necessarily yet, but... Okay, protection against dark magic. Sonic attacks. Okay, dark magic. I'll put it this way. We use the silence. We've used the health regen. I don't think psionic and electricity matter. But until we know for sure, we'll just keep that in mind. There's probably no more health potions either, I would imagine. Oops. I know money's low, but we'll have 2 of those. Did I wash my hands? Yes, that's why it took so long. Germs everywhere, you know. I knew you guys would ask, and yes, I washed my hands. Okay. Still no armor. Let's check out the bolts. What do we got? Oh, okay. You know what? And I realized, you know, it's a silver bolt, but it's still in the regular. So these were literally just things I could buy. Well, but see, look at that. Why are they so expensive? Copper does more damage and was cheaper. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. But I'm going to... Oh, would Moonstone help it? You know, I actually don't know. Damn, so we need fucking more money, dude. Could be weakness. Because money. Hey, what's up, General? Because money. Silver and gold. So, we can... Let's get some burbs right now, because we're going to need the money. We need to get bolts. We don't need armor, so we don't need nearly as much money if we're just getting the weaponry. The armor takes a lot more gold. See, the crow is 3. Raven is 1. What's a 2? Maybe there's no 2 here. Why is gold more expensive than steel or copper? Well, but I'm saying, like, it's in the regular ammo, not the special bolts. Obviously, gold and silver are going to be more expensive than the copper, but they do less damage, but they don't fall under the special bolt category. That's why I don't understand why they're there, like that. Oops. Where am I going? 17 a pop, which is still better than all the other things we find there. So, it's still better money, but it's... What I really wanted to do was do, like, way more farming off screen for you guys and come back with, like, in between the parts. And come back with, like, 10,000 gold. Not that much gold, but just way more gold so that we would, like, not had to have needed to really do any kind of, like, grinding in terms of the gold. But I slacked and I didn't, so whatever. It doesn't take forever, but, like, this is busy work. I would say it doesn't have you do it, like, a bunch, but for the overall length of this game, tone it down maybe a little bit. I don't know. Because the thing is, it's not like I really have a choice on whether or not, do you want to get the better armor? It's like, no, I really kind of have to get the better armor, because if I don't, I just simply cannot last in the fights that are required to beat the game. Like, I need to be able to take X hits for, certain fights. Now, granted, when we actually do smart things like silence the Banshee, okay, yes, you know, she doesn't hit nearly as hard as she was before, but she still hits hard. Like, you don't have that much wiggle room. Why are diamonds so expensive when they're common? You can manufacture them. The world may never know. Is that a cubic zirconium? This isn't even a real diamond! Have you tried just saying no to her? Wait, no to who? The witch? Because she just said why we can't just be like, nah, I'm good, brah, I'm going home. She's like, I'll pull your ass back here every fucking second if I have to. The Banshee? Oh. I didn't have an option to say shit! She was just like, yo, what's up? I'm fighting you now. And you're like, LOL, what? And then she just, you know, attacks. She wanted death, and only death. Just sleep so the moon goes away? Well, I mean, I could. Okay, so... We don't know which bolt. However, I'd imagine we're gonna buy one. And we're gonna buy one, so we can at least test with it, right? We've got plenty of steel. I've got one of each. Except for these, which, I mean, that doesn't matter. We have the bolts to test the damage against the werewolf. That's what I more so want to test. We have some potions. I'm not going to buy the tattoo until the moment when I know I need it. Let's go check out the werewolf. Bloodstone is for the Guardian. One of them's got to be for the Guardian, right? As you approach the lake, you notice a giant crab standing in your way and making threatening gestures at you with its pincers. Gonna pinch it off. Although you're no expert in the subject, based on its appearance, this particular crab appears to be a bone crab, an extremely dangerous territorial species known to kill humans and heavily protected with a tough shell. Oh, crab battle! Where's my knife? As expected, he looks nasty and unfriendly. Before you have a chance to do anything, the bone crab charges at you and attacks. I was expecting the werewolf. Oh, crab battle. Bone crab approaches. Oh, God. He is tough as foot. Alright, well, let's see what he does. Electric arc you. Okay, we might want the armor, the tattoo for the electricity. Maybe, maybe not, though. He was able to miss with that. Yeah, you definitely want it. But we at least have a shot at... I'm gonna do the Onyx. Only because... Unless it's a guessing game. What do you guys think? What makes sense for beating a bone crab? Quite frankly, I don't see any of these being particularly, like, effective. You know what? I bought these things. I'm gonna use them. 1938. Alright, here's how we do it, guys. We defend. He misses like a bitch. Shit. Enemy powers active. Feck. Okay, so that's okay. This is why I didn't get the dark magic tattoo, because it would have been an insane waste of money. Because we need the electricity one. We're deep fried. Show some respect. I'll show it some respect as I put it over my stove. Except for it's all bones. There's nothing to eat. Hell yeah. Fuck your power. Oh, I could probably dodge now, too, because now his power is being suppressed. Ow, that still hurts a lot. But having said that, let's not do that until we feel like we need to, because we do have 3 Onyx. It's gonna be tough to get them all off, though. See, by the time I build up enough with 2 more, the third purchase was a waste, but it's fine. See, now I can hit again. It was not enough, though. 300. Oh, 320. I can survive. I have 20 HP. Oh. Ooh. I just love when it comes back with the slight music and then it just bing out of existence. You watch as the bone crab shatters to pieces with a final bolt that strikes it. Now that the lake is safe, you're finally able to fish here. Where's the wolf? A lone flowering wolfsbane plant. Oh, well, we needed this first. That's right. Okay, we needed this. We weren't ready to fight it yet anyway. That's right, she was going to tell us about it. But we didn't know that necessarily the plant was here. Did she say that? Maybe she did. Well, she said to get it, but okay, I guess whatever. A lone flowering wolfsbane plant sits on the lake shore. Although poisonous, this plant has been known to be used by herbalists for medicinal purposes. It's also associated with werewolves according to folklore and occult beliefs. You reach down and carefully break off and collect some of the wolfsbane. You've already collected enough wolfsbane. You don't need any more. Says you. It's a wolfbane plant which you pulled out of the shores of the lake Dagon. That's right. She mentioned the lake specifically. Yeah, the soundtrack is good. See, this is why I didn't want to have the music turned off, even if it has copyright chances. The first video did not have any content ID matches. Oh no, wait. No, it didn't at first, and then it got hit with like 5 or more. It got like hit like with a fuck ton of them later, but it's fine. It didn't trigger at once initially. Am I having several strokes at once? Probably, honestly. It's been really bad this stream, Zell. It's been really bad. Ooh, catfish. Meow. Drink the water. That water is not safe to drink. Be nice if these were worth a decent amount of... What, pike? My brain read that as a prick. Because there's no space, there's no maxed out space for the fish, apparently. Which is kind of weird. For some reason, you can only have 18 pelts, but fish? Collect as much as you fucking want. So I want to say that these weren't worth as much money as the other pelts were, but I don't know, I didn't fully pay attention. Like, the initial starting shrimp were absolutely not worth farming. Okay, so let's go back to the witch. Bring me the wolfsbane. Yes, here's your wolfsbane. Gunter being robbed by new prickface who killed lover. Gunter mad. Gunter kill. You hand over the wolfsbane flowers. She carefully looks them over and nods at you. Yes, this is good. One moment. She removes a few strands from what appear to be thin, dried vines from her leather pouch and begins weaving a twisted thread from it, while carefully inserting the wolfsbane flowers in between each weave. She eventually ends up with a small floral bracelet, which she hands you. Here, wear this on your wrist. It will weaken the werewolf powerful enough for you to defeat him. But I warn you, this will not be enough. The werewolf is still extremely powerful, so heed my advice. The full moon is upon us tonight. This would normally give the werewolf tremendous strength, but since the moon is blood red, his powers will not be affected. There are certain earthly elements and materials which will help you defeat the werewolf. Silver is one. If you can use pure silver against him, it will cause much damage. Another material which can help is any rock or crystal which absorbs lunar energy. Finding such a material will give you a great advantage. So, I could use silver bolts as regulars to do extra damage, ideally, which then charges up the special to do a bigger burst of damage. Maybe that's why they're not under special. Moonstone. Okay, so he's going to be there. Let's see how effective any given bolt or whatever is. It's Wolfsbane Charm, which will supposedly give you an even chance of defeating the werewolf. This menu has it. So, if I switch to silver, let's go see... and get a general idea of how many of any given bolt I'm going to need. Whoa. You stand before what appears to be a large abandoned crypt. The surrounding area is overgrown with grass, nettles and weeds. You look closer at the entrance to see the crypt and see a hulking ogre-like being blocking your way. The single eye on his forehead is an obvious indicator that this creature is a Cyclops, who are known for their powerful strength and bad tempers. You're not entirely sure what a Cyclops is doing standing at the entrance to the werewolf's lair. You can only assume he's under the Lycan spell and is guarding the entrance from enemies. He glares at you menacingly. Looks like he's in the mood for a fight. The hulking Cyclops suddenly lunges at you. Prepare to defend yourself. The final evolution of death. I'm gonna have to change my fucking things. Oh, specific weakness. Okay, so he's not the silver. Does gold do more? You think it's Bloodstone? Since we're testing the special, I don't really care what other regular ones I'm using. That's fine. This is about testing the special. Psionic attack. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, we won't even get a chance. Defend! Special power. See, the thing is, you kind of have to die, or at the very least, you're going to get a loss, because you don't know Cyclops is going to use psionic powers. I don't even know I'm going to fight a Cyclops, right? Tattoo. Psionic. Big Bootman. Big brain power. Smooth brain power. Poke it in the eye. If I could target a specific thing, I would. Alright, so I'm going to guess that the other bolts here, no, they wouldn't do anything different. So we'll stick with this. Now we can actually take some hits here, hopefully. 275, okay. Try the silver on him. No, wait. Special. Bloodstone? Not very effective. Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. We'll try the silver. Take some silver. It's okay. We'll get to test the moon one. Special moon. Ooh! Huh. Well, ain't that something? None of those were good. I am not losing my resources. We use this against the dude, though. It is not any of these. I highly doubt it would be the rose quartz again. Could it just be onyx again? True. Here, this is for testing purposes. We're gonna have these on our person just so we can test. We have to figure it out. I mean, I agree, Kickass, that it's a little too trial and error and that there's no way to know, like, at least going into it. And you either... I was gonna try whatchamacallit, but you know what? Just to rule things out. Not that these would do anything, but oh, I could do that, Zell. Oh fuck. Well, I could do that so that it. Oh well, because I don't know, Zell, if there's an achievement for not fleeing from any given fight, so I'm trying to avoid that, just because that's the gamer in me. I'm gonna try the onyx again. Okay, 2875. Based off of that, I only need 2. I wouldn't get a chance. I wouldn't get a chance to do more than that. Special onyx by 1. Regular bolts. That's still enough regular for now. I don't want to buy more. There's nothing like that. The thing is, Zell, because it takes time to charge up, and if I use better bolts, I really only need 2, I think. At least that's how it's been for everything that I've come across here so far. You never really get to fully make use of a 3rd. You'd have to be missing shots, is the thing. Like, if you were getting less damage per... Better cost money. You just said not to use the weaker ones before. You flip-flopper. These regular bolts, these steel ones, they don't cost that much. They don't cost enough for me to worry about the price of them. I'm perfectly fine with using them. Ooh, that miss was actually nice. I have another onyx. Look at that. We even have an extra damage, well, if he hadn't missed, we would hit exactly in time. Although the Cyclops has been defeated, deep down you know your troubles have only just begun. The beast that lurks inside the crypt is not going to be too pleased with you killing off his precious guard. Yeah? Ask me if I give two shits. It's a very large crypt, which was most likely used at one time for housing coffins and religious relics. It's not often you see a crypt of this size, so you're assuming it belonged to some wealthy family whose generations were laid to rest here. That is, until the werewolf took over. Given the overall terrible condition of the place, it's pretty obvious it's been abandoned by the original owner for a while. Okay, the whole thing is like a clickable. Right, the wolfman jumps out and says, "Ah, you killed my guard. Now I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you. I have to wait another fucking minute to heal? Fuck you." Again, not changing tattoo or switching. It's gotta be moon, right? But see, I could see it being blood, too. Yes. Alright, more trial and error. Cold-hearted animal killer who hates nature. Yeah, take that, Mother Nature. It's dark as balls in here. You step inside the dark, damp crypt to be hit with a smell you can only describe as a mix between rotting vegetation and stagnant water. As your eyes adjust to your surroundings, you can barely make out the shape of large arches around you. The bricks holding up this place looks like they could do with some restoration work. Ooh. Teleports in. A large, aggressive-looking, dog-like creature suddenly materializes in front of you. You find yourself face to face with the werewolf. His huge, muscular body looks like it's been in many battles, and his claws look sharp enough to tear through metal. He glares at you with his voice. He glares at you as his voice grumbles with a deep growl. "Worthless insect. You think your pathetic wolf's bane will help you? Make peace with whatever deity you worship and take a good look around you, human, because it will be the last thing you ever see. Death is your only reward for intruding here." The werewolf angrily charges at you. Good fucking lord, that HP! Look at them pecs! It's pretty effective. 600 damage! Oh my god! You only hit me for that much? So it is worth having the silver. I know, this was a test though, because I don't know what special bolt I needed. Moon. 4,000. Silver moon. We might actually be able to get a third moon off. I like how I can just run and he just like lets me. Okay, so special is moon. I'll put it this way. I mean, we probably are going to need this for something, right? Every one we've needed along the way. So, but I'm only going to buy the 2. Silver. 2 shots a thing. 2 shots a thing. Maybe 2 more? 2 more to be safe. That should be enough, I think, to deal with him. I don't think I'd charge up enough for another moonstone for it to be worth it. Not if I'm pumping him for 600 a pop on the others. I could be wrong. I could be completely doing the math roughly wrong in my head. I didn't, like, completely math it out. I should have switched to the silver outside of here because it's faster, but whatever. It doesn't cost me a turn, which is nice. Silver. I might have mathed out wrong. Maybe I should have a third. Because how much did it do? I definitely need more of the silver. The extra ones I bought were definitely good, but 4,000. Yeah, I absolutely could use another one. Huh. One more moonstone would probably do it. I don't know if I can just face tank the last bit of this here. I kind of have some gold to spare now at this point. Yeah, I could definitely hit him with a second one. He's got enough HP for it. Yeah, it would absolutely be worth it. Shit. Because otherwise, even at 6... Oh, what? Defense fail. Hey, we learned. That was important, we learned that shit. None of you motherfuckers told me about the werewolf healing. You know what? Hold up. Where's that witch? You bitch? Have you destroyed the werewolf and received the amulet? No! You didn't tell me he could heal, you fuck. Remember, a pure server can be used to weaken the werewolf, as can using any rock or crystal which absorbs lunar energy. Use them to your advantage. I never thought we'd have to suppress enemy health again. Yeah, that would be like the one thing. Too much trial and error on that. There was no clue given for that one. Alright, you fuck. I got your number now, Billy. Enough of these shenanigans. Oh, he didn't want to do that. Right? He's fucking Pokemon full restoring. I am hitting him with silver. It's just he's so strong that it doesn't insta-kill, not like in the movies. He ate his Oran Berry. He ate more than an Oran Berry. Does Oran Berry do full heal? I don't know Pokemon enough these days. Silver. Yeah, that one I feel like was super unfair because there was no indication that he was gonna do that shit. And you're not gonna just randomly purchase tattoos. You're not gonna do that. It's okay. I think he healed, like, just as we got close enough to 4,002. That way there was, like, no way you could, like, cheat past it. Like, get him to, you know, 3,800 and then hit him with a 4,000 to kill him. He wouldn't let you do it. At the very least, Kick-Ass, it does not take long to, like, redo things. Yeah, it's a little annoying to have to do that, but, like, by loading the save, like, I don't waste my resources. You know, I can maintain that, and I can at least just go quickly by, and, like, the actual fights themselves, they take, you know, the longest fight might be 2 minutes. You know, something like that. It's not, when you do it correctly, it's not overly long. And it's not like I have to trek through a bunch of stuff. It'd still be nice if it wasn't that way, but it, you know, at the very least, it's not like super punishing other things because of that. Also, there's way more fighting. Wow, 2,000 gold. Way more fighting in the second half here. Alright, there we go. Hey, 100% strikes. As the werewolf falls to his death and explodes into a cloud of dust, he drops a small metal object. This is the amulet piece you've come for. You pick it up and pocket it. And nothing to observe in here because it is just too dark. Alright, rejuvenate that. I'm going to hope I don't need any of the other ones, and then I just need the bloodstone. We've got a lot of money now, so I can actually probably splurge, considering I don't think we're ever going to, I don't think we're going to get new armor. Carry 5 just in case. You know what? On that, here you go, Zell, just for you, baby. There, 5, count them, 5! So what do I care? We actually probably have enough money now to where it doesn't really matter. How about another potion? Sure. Let's not go too crazy now, but I think we've got gold to spare at this point. The werewolf is dead, and I have the amulet. A praiseworthy task indeed, but your troubles have only just begun. Didn't she already say that? KB6, your favorite number. There are many trials we go through in life. Some are here to test us, some to make us stronger, and some are obligatory, which cannot be avoided. Perhaps this trial you are about to face concerns all three. Before you go, heed my advice. You will need all 5 amulet pieces. Use them in the correct order at the stone circle to bring forth the Horn of Souls. This can be used to make the Guardian appear. This creature will no doubt be the most powerful adversary you will have ever faced. His dark magic is not of this world and can be destroyed and can destroy anything he sees. Dark magic. We definitely need the tattoo. The game might actually give more armor now, but I will tell you this: his weakness is gold. He might have 2 weaknesses. And any earthly magical material associated with dark magic will also be beneficial to you. Now go, finish what you came here to do. And if it means anything to you, you have my blessing. You realize you may possibly be in for the fight of your life. It would be a good idea to prepare well for this. New armor types have been unlocked. You fuck. Your weakness is gold too? Do you like gold? Alright, alright. Fuck. We gotta go get... Why you gotta make me get, like, one of everything? You fuck. This has gotta be the last armor. So because of that, fuck the rabbit, fuck the deer. What do we need? Keep the bat. The bat is the only thing I have that's in the recipe. It pains me to sell those, but there's no point in me... Oh, don't crash. Come on. I think the game froze. God damn it. God damn it, Bernice. Fuck you. Force close that shit. Son of a bitch. Hey, better the game than OBS. This is why I save every 2 seconds, Zell. Well, one of the reasons. I think I have to go buy shit again. God damn it. Everything but the bat. Everything must go. We've got the gold, we just need the things. Hey, screw you, Zell. I need the badger. No. Problem is, that one's the... It's all of the rare ones. I just realized, I think. Wait, wasn't there a bobcat in there? Bobcat's, I think, like the 3rd highest. Fuck. I don't need much more money, I don't think. Was it a jaguar? Jaguar. God damn it, rabbit, where's your badger friend? It's like taking the rarest one from every zone. I hate everything! Everything! I hate it! I hate it all! I hate so much. Motherfucker! Dude. I probably don't need any money from these things, but just... God damn it! It's just because the RNG, I just have to wait so long potentially for another one to come up. And then... it's too much pressure. God damn it, Scooey Rabbit. Where did I learn to fly? Oh my god. Okay. Fucking Christ. Okay, next. To the desert. Because it's I have to catch it all, man. I want to be rich by the end. Just because I only need those and probably don't need more money doesn't mean I don't want to have more money. I did not almost sell the Badger. You saw nothing. I didn't hesitate at all about not selling the Badger. I knew not to sell him. Alright, this one came quickly at least. The other zone. Zero mon, gotta catch 'em all. You saw it all. Oh my god, eyeballs. It's annoying when you do the search and it finds one creature and it's like, that's all you found. Like, why are you gonna make me click again? Just let me do it. Oh yeah, we only got to hear the desert music just for a little bit. Adam, we immediately left there. You did it, you clicked the mouse button. I would say if... There we go. If there's only the two things I would change about this game, require to do a little bit less grinding. I don't mind doing some hunting, but just reduce it just a little. And make it more possible to know what the monsters are going to be and what they're going to do without having to trial and error it so much. Dark armor. Jesus H. Christ. 420. Now fuck them all. Sell them all. That has to be the last armor. There's no way there's more. Bolts? I mean... Oh, he's weak to gold. I mean, gold... Why am I leaving myself with a little bit of money? Because I can. Because I need to fucking get the tattoo. Sell all the fish. I think I'm short. No, I have just enough. I'm going to save like this on the bottom before I purchase it. Dark magic. Bring it on, bitch. It was going to be 69.42, but it was too high. Oh, we have to use the things correctly. Yeah. Now, we'll save here. We still have 13% to go. It's a large circle made out of small rocks which appear to have been deliberately arranged this way. These places are often associated with magic rituals and certain religious cults. You can only imagine what goes on here. Still the same hue. It's endgame because of the music. You carefully examine the large stone pillar in front of you. The rock surface contains hundreds of tool marks suggesting this was man-made. You see a set of 5 indentations on the pillar, which are strikingly similar in shape to the amulet pieces you've collected. The witch said something about using the amulets in order. You can only assume the amulets need to be placed in the correct slot in the correct order. Do we have any clue about the order, though? Oh, I guess I'll just trial and error it, I guess. Oh! Oh! You can see those. They became more clear when the coloring wasn't kind of disguising it. Is this a Diablo 2 joke or the more maybe a little bit of both. Yeah. Hey, what's this? A part of the pillar opens up, revealing a small hidden compartment within the rock face. Inside, you see a large horn decorated with gold edges and adorned with intricately carved symbols. This must be the Horn of Souls the witch mentioned. You remove the Horn of Souls from the compartment and carry it with you. Wow, that was a 5%. Okay, wait a minute. One for each amulet? I guess. For it's clearly a Magnemite. Yeah, that was... See, I like that. You could just trial and error it, but it's like, oh, look, if you look carefully, you can see in between the symbols, some of the writing was actually the number. What's with the music? I mean, I don't know. Sounds like we're gonna summon a snake. It's a large ivory horn and decorated with intricate symbols. Okay, yeah, blah, blah. You raise the horn to your lips and blow into it. Pardon. Oh, hi. El Diablo. This large, hulking, devil-like creature must be at least 10 times your size and is unlike anything you've ever seen before. He snarls and glares at you with furious anger. His piercing glare burns right through you before he breaks his silence with a deep, booming voice. Vile serpent, what gives vermin like you the right to summon my master? Leave this place or be damned and taste the eternal flames that await you. Well, in that case, sir, goodbye. Hail, peace scary, destroy the Guardian! Remember, his weakness is gold and any material associated with dark magic. The amulets will give you access to Horn of Souls. Now go, finish what you came here to do. Okay. I changed my mind. Fight me, bitch. Disobedient maggot. I'll tear you limb from limb. Why his hoofs so massive? All the better to step you on. Or step on you with. Hell will be your final abode, where you'll burn for eternity and taste its fiery waters. My master will soon be yours. The hulking creature charges towards you. Prepare to defend yourself. This is going to be the fight of your life. Nice HP, you fuck. I'm actually curious what his power would have been. It's pretty effective. It's okay, it all scales. We do more now. That's the thing. The number looks daunting, but remember, our bolts do so much damage when you use the right ones now. Yeah, his power would have been to fucking kill me. Alright, this... Super effective! Look at that, see, 56. It's probably good we brought as many as we did. He is smooth down there. Look, that's why he's so angry, okay? He's like, who dares call for my master? Also, I'm so angry. They decided to not give me any junk down there. True. If the Bloodstone didn't, right, it would be like, what's the point of having it? Wow, you missed. You suck. Now, unless he busts out some super combo breaker, like, he's fucked. We were gonna have, like, just the right amount of bolts, right? Go for it, Zell. Do it. Get fucked, devil dude. You know the song, Devil Went Down to Georgia? How about Devil Can Go Back to Hell? hitting me for? At this point, potions wouldn't matter, huh? Yeah, potions wouldn't help at all. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Battle 1. Doesn't even give me gold. Hellborn. Hey. Potions seem to be the most useless shit ever. You need them earlier game. There's at least 2 or 3 fights, I feel like, even when you're max on everything else, you need the potions to sustain long enough in the fight. Unless you got, like, super lucky with defense, I guess. But, yeah. Full score! I got full score! I got 410! Why couldn't it be 420? Could you really miss-score, though? Is it possible to miss-score? I don't know. Either way, I'm happy about that. Congratulations, you defeated the Guardian. As the last bolt tears through his hulking body, he collapses and gives you one last look before crumbling to dust. Everything goes silent. Right as he collapses, he's like, watching you. And then he fades away and you're like, fuck. Yay, 10 points for me. Although you feel good about defeating such a colossal adversary, you can't help but think about his last words. What exactly did he mean by summoning his master? The silence of your victory is broken by a rustling behind you. You about to get double-crossed? Seems the witch has arrived here just on time. She makes her way to the circle and stands before you. After gazing at the circle stone for a few brief moments, her eyes slowly light up with happiness. Despite her joy, she speaks calmly and softly as usual. You have proven yourself 1,000 times over and have earned the gratitude of the entire valley. Thank you for destroying the Guardian. You have done us all a great service. Now I will send you back home, as was my promise. Will you, though? Will you, though? 100% complete. Look at this photograph! Oh. Oh. Here, blow this. Oh. Kill her. I'm trying to do anything I can. Here, have a map. Here, take this diary. But before I do, there's one thing you must know. It was all my evil ruse! Now I shall take over this land. The witch pulls off her red scarf and throws it in the air. Recognize me, my precious grandchild. We were betrayed! What? It can't be. It's the person in the photo you've been searching for all this time. Your grandfather. But how and why? Grandpa, why would you do this? How could you do this? Oh, how I've yearned for this moment. What's the matter, child? You seem silent and disoriented. Did I surprise you that much? Are you not overcome with joy to see me after such a long time? You stand momentarily frozen, not moving a single muscle. You're alive. I thought you were dead? Yes, I was. I died the very day I chose to live as you see me now, secluded in the mountains and away from people, free to do as I please without society meddling in my affairs. Seems everything about you is a lie. Speak the truth. Why summon me? Simple, my child. I need your blood. It is written that the devil can only be summoned during a blood-red moon. The ritual requires you to take the life of your own descendant. You're the last of my kind. Summon the devil? What for? He has the ability to grant anything. Power, beauty, wealth, health, wealth, vengeance, immortality, to ultimately become something great, something you've always dreamed of being. However, such power is extremely dangerous unless you have the knowledge to use it. Being a student of necromancy and dark magic is no easy task, and one must study with like-minded individuals. There was no one I could consult on these matters. My worthless father may have been a learned man, but he cared more for drinking and whoring. And my mother, though very loving, was an uneducated tailor who knew little of the world, so any guidance I desired had to come from elsewhere. Most scholars may seem knowledge, but in reality are no more than bumbling, uneducated fools. No more so than the 2 accomplices I met, Dr. Eli and Mr. Barlow, both established wealthy businessmen who had taken a keen interest in the dark arts. Unfortunately, neither was too bright as they sacrificed their own kin due to their limited knowledge. The blood must be spilled from the neck, not a blow to the head. Oh. Both were cursed as a result and damned to walk the earth after their untimely departure. I have no mercy or sympathy for such fools. Their own stupidity was their demise. As soon apparent to me, my success would only come through my own scholarly efforts rather than relying on misguided fools. I took what little knowledge they had given me and began experimenting. I made many mistakes and learned much, but now I'm ready. I have learned all there is to learn. I can finally continue where those nitwits had failed. And you, my dear child, are the final step to all I've worked for. Why didn't you just kill me as soon as I arrived? A most excellent idea, but the guardian you destroyed served as protection to prevent just any fool summoning the Prince of Darkness. Only when the guardian is defeated can you meet the devil himself. You can see the dilemma this posed, given his strength and power. And what made you think I would even do it? I didn't. I never expected anything from you and would have happily found a way to do this myself. But when I learned of how you'd battled and defeated some of the most powerful demons in the valley, I decided to charge you with the task of destroying the Guardian. And you happily did so of your own free will. Why didn't you take the blood of my parents? Because my son, who was your father, died before you were born, and I was not ready to attempt the ritual until you were barely 10 months old. But nothing was going to convince your mother to hand you over. Once she learned of my plan, she fled the valley and settled far from here, took to raising you herself. Looking back, perhaps it was a blessing in disguise. I was foolish, inexperienced, and would have likely gotten it wrong. But not anymore. I know I simply cannot fail now. I've learned all there is to know. Yeah? Oh yeah? So, child, now you know the truth from the lies. This ends now. With your blood! You watch in horror as your precious, long-lost relative pulls out a knife and charges towards you. Your combat instincts immediately kick in as you reach for your crossbow and quickly fire off a single iron bolt. Get fucked, Daddy-o. What if I didn't have an iron bolt? I'm waiting for you to get up. I think they intend to build the tension there, like, is he gonna go like, ah, just kidding. Should have aimed for the head. Your final rank, 410 out of 410. 26 out of 32. Your rank is fair. Fuck you, fair. I did really good, all things considered then. Good job on completing the game, but there's still a fair few achievements that you missed. Keep trying. Oh yeah? Screenshot. How about that? My rank is meh. Ending was kind of anticlimactic. The fact that you just auto shoot him with a bolt, but I liked that it was a twist at the end there that it was actually him. They should have made it so they should have made it so that I would have to click one final bolt, and it's like the last shot, and you have to nail it perfectly. Only this zone would do it. Not a perfect game, but overall I liked it. It wasn't heavy. There weren't too many jump scares, which is fine. Decent atmosphere. Again, the things I mentioned before, like, you know, tone down the grinding just a little bit, make things a little cheaper or whatever, get more gold per, and less of trial and error for some of the fights, particularly in the second half. We didn't have to do it nearly as much in the first half. I gave this game a passing grade though. This was fun. I very much overall enjoyed this one. And we finished it within about 5.5 hours total. I'm a murderer of my elders too. Again, self-defense. He literally was attacking me. Trust me, it'll hold up in court. You want the soundtrack though? Yeah, you can probably find what the soundtrack is. But yeah. This one will presumably also trigger more content ID matches. I was surprised because when I uploaded the first part, and it was like, oh, it didn't have any matches. Oh, maybe they just don't match anymore. The very next day, boom, 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 boom. It's all content ID matches for all the tracks. Not strikes or anything, which is I'm fine with just ID matches. But I was like, oh, There it is. So it'll happen for this one too. Next Thursday, Silent Hill. No Silent Hill, sorry. What gives me the right to attack the Elder like that? When he's going to try to take over the world and summon a fucking demon of hell. That's what. See the look of shock he wasn't planning on attacking you. He needed my blood! He literally needed my blood! He was absolutely gonna fuck me. Anyways, guys. Alright. That game is done. I'm not playing anything more for tonight. It is okay that we end a little early. I allot myself the 3 hours, but if we finish in 2.5, not enough to start the next game. Next week, we will start a new game. It is an RPG Maker horror game. We do some of those. It is one that should hopefully be able to be finished within a 3-hour block, meaning the next stream will be solely that game. What else? Of course, Merc Curse 3 goes up. Again, 4 more parts will go up next week, Monday through Thursday. And, of course, my brother will continue his Spooktober streams on his days. So, that'll be next. I need to rest my voice. It's dried out. Again, I don't think I'm getting sick or anything, but just like, I don't know what this is. It needs to go away, though. Silent Hill Homecoming. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to come on through, Adam, and Kick-Ass for joining midway. I'm glad. I was like, oh, Kick-Ass ain't here. It's like, but he got here. Well, just let me know, Zell. Let me know. You mentioned it. Just shoot me a message. I said, sure. Just let me know. How much I've had to talk through all these years reading these games? A lot. It's a lot of talking. I mean, again, I don't mind doing, but like, yeah, it's tiring. And drinking all that water, I had to go to the bathroom. I just had to. You're not the one who works full time. Okay, well, true. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Anyways, guys, let's not ramble on here too much here. We're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. Got you alone when they're free. Well, I guess to be fair, Zell, really only the weekends, and even then, not always, right? So, yeah. Because we got all these going on, and they go so late, so. Anyways, that is going to be it for tonight, guys. Let's go ahead and put it on the end. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Bro, Donut, Zell, Adam, Owl, General, Disaster Squad. Did Coolio come by? I can't remember if I saw in the beginning or not. Either way, shoutouts to Coolio. Captain N, Kick-Ass, Magus, Anonymous, Edge, Alexander. I think I got everybody. Like I said, more Curse coming up, more streams coming up, more games coming up. But that's it for me tonight, guys. So thanks, guys, for coming out. And I'll catch you guys later.